Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's look is also for Halloween, and it is Dolores, aka Mrs. Beetlejuice. If you're interested in Halloween makeup, then please subscribe because I do love a good Halloween makeup on this channel. And now let's get started. Of course, the inspo pick. And to prime the face, I'm just using this facial spray from Balea. This is the peony and lilac one. Of course, no one is as beautiful as Monica Bellucci, but let's just try to recreate the look. The base is definitely light, but not downright white as it was with Beetlejuice or the zombie look. So even though I'm using the foundation mixer to create a lighter shade, I'm actually going to be using this BB cream. That is my current foundation. This is from Bourjois. This is the Healthy Mix one. And I'm gonna mix the two to create a lighter shade that is kind of like my skin, just a little bit lighter. Just on the back of my hand, I'm putting a little bit of both and a mixy mix. So this is the shade that I came up with. I'm putting it everywhere. And a little bit more just to bring it down the neck actually. And now blend. And to create an even base, I'm also adding concealer, and this is my current concealer. This is the Miss Sporty Perfect the Last one, which is quite light, so it's gonna be perfect for this look. Also a little bit down the chest. Now I want to set the whole thing with a little bit of powder. And the lightest one that I have is in this NYX palette. So I'm gonna be using this face powder because it's just light enough. So going in and putting this everywhere. Even on the chest. Okay, and now because she has killer cheekbones, I kind of want to replicate that a tiny little bit, so I'm going to contour only the cheekbones using this lighter, colder contour shade in the palette. Just on a smaller brush, actually, and contouring just the cheekbones. Now, of course, the eyes are really, really dark, but first I need to set the lid, so I'm using this single shadow from Obsession, Makeup Obsession. This is the shade Mink. I brought you a little closer for this. So basically just this lighter taupey shade all over the lid. And the lid is this really interesting dark, almost purpley, like dark circles color. So yet again, the base is going to be a little bit of a black liner, just a tiny little bit of the Music Flower like pot liner, which is just black paint. I'm basing this color only at the lash line and blending it up. And her color kind of stops at the crease. So that's where I'm gonna finish the color of this. It's almost perfect now, but I still want to kind of fix this color. So I'm getting into a different Revolution palette. This is the Maxi Reloaded Big It Up. And it has a really fun dark shade which I want to use. It's actually this one, which is like more of a purpley brown, if that makes sense. I felt like that would be a perfect color for this look. On the same brush, of course. And doing the same technique, like starting at the lash line and blending it up. And also underneath the eyes, obviously. And also lots of black liner. Black liner is the Max Factor Kohl pencil in black. And tight lining, waterline everywhere. And now lots and lots of mascara. And right now I have the Body Shop Super Volume Mascara. I'm putting this everywhere. Her lips are this really interesting shade. It's red, but not, vibrant red. It's more like a brick red. And I actually have two colors to kind of mimic that. I'm lining the lips with NYX Cold Brew Pencil. She has gorgeous lips, so I really need to overline to kind of try to replicate them a little bit. And I'm using this Bourjois liquid lipstick. This is number 3. This will be the base color. This is more like the brick color of the lip. And then to bring in a little bit of red, I'm using this one from Miss Sporty. This is the Wonder Smooth. This is in Powerful Berry, which is this gorgeous berry red type of a shade. So I'm going on top of this. And this just about gives us the color that I was looking for. Okay, another fun part, of course, will be the stitching. So I am recreating the lines first. Of course, I'm using this black eyeliner. This is the matte signature from L'Oreal on its very last leg, but hopefully it will last me today. So it's starting at the forehead, curving down the nose. On the lip itself. And then of course on the neck. And now the stitches are going to be, for me, black and silver. Some people have all of these kind of hacks to do that, but I have silver pencil. And probably to make it a little bit more disgusting, I feel like I'm gonna complete the line with a little bit of lip liner so it would be more flesh colored, if that makes sense. So let me just do the detail work. And now the stitches, I'm gonna use a silver pencil. This is a sleek LaFreve eye pencil. And the shade is called Up to No Good. And I'm just going crossways. Even on the lip. Okay, so this is the stitching. I kind of love it, how the shine just catches all the silver as if it was real metal. And now I want to correct the eye a little bit because she has kind of these stains as if it was like tear stained. The paint is just coming down from the eye, so basically I'm using a smaller brush and then just going back into the dark shade and kind of blending down like tear stains on the eye. Okay, now this is the Delores makeup. And I'm almost forgetting the eyebrows, which are really, really important. She has gorgeously arched eyebrows. So I'm using this Kiko pencil to give it shape. More of an arch than I usually would. And to create a more natural yet darker effect, I'm actually going to be using mascara. This is a small, like sample mascara from Charlotte Tilbury. Push-up lashes, but I'm gonna be using this on the brows. And of course, correcting any mistakes that I've made. And now accessorize a little bit. Now this is my Delores look. I hope you guys like it and I hope you will try it because this is really, really easy if you have an eyeliner, of course. And on to the next Halloween look. Bye bye.